Let's discuss some of the scalability scenarios in this video. First scenario is use of Azure VM skill sets. In this scenario, to achieve scalability, we are placing Azure VM in skill sets. Let's think about this scenario. You run a ticketing platform that experiences massive spike in traffic when popular events go on sale. What Azure solution that we can use for this use case? That's going to be Azure Virtual Machine Scale Sets. VM scale set allows you to automatically increase or decrease the number of VMs based on demand. In this example, when tickets for a big concert go on sale, the demand surges. Azure automatically adds more VMs to handle the increased traffic. Once the rush is over, it scales down the number of VMs, which will ensure you only pay for what you need. Note that VM scale set is an example of the horizontal scaling in this case. Another scenario is use Azure function with consumption plan. In this scenario, to achieve scalability, we are placing Azure function with consumption plan. Let's think about the scenario. You run an IoT platform that processes data from thousands of devices, but the data load varies throughout the day. What Azure solution that we can use for this use case? That's going to be Azure functions with the consumption plan. In this case, Azure function automatically scales based on the number of incoming events and provide the exact amount of compute power needed. In this example, during peak hours, thousands of IoT devices send data simultaneously. Azure function scales out to process all the data efficiently. During off-peak hours, it scales down, which means you only pay for the compute resources you use. So, these two simple use cases will help you on how to build the scalability in Azure using Azure services such as Azure Function and VM skill sets. There are other set of services that you can use to build the scalability, and you make use of those services based on your use cases.